Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I've probably sat down and just talked to the camera because I've been doing a lot of interviews and not so much one-on-one interaction with the camera. I love doing both interviews and also just kind of sitting down and talking to you, the subscribers, for those of you that are following. So today, what I have in store is someone commented on my video, which is titled, "How Do You Know Your Relationship is Over?" And she wanted me to make a video. Bonnie is her name. She wanted me to make a video about a particular topic. It involves um, if she and her boyfriend were to get married and him wanting to go to a strip club and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm going to discuss today. I'm actually going to read what she posted on that video. How do you know your relationship is over? That's the title of the video. So I'm actually going to read that first, and then I'm going to respond to. She wanted me to, give my response, and then I'm going to respond to what she posted there. So, thank you again for taking the time to watch. As I said, I know it's been a while, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and let's get into it. So, Bonnie said, "Hi, Dr. S. Could you please make a video on this topic? My partner and I discussed our plans for if we were to get married, what he would want to do for his bachelor's party, to which he replied and said he wanted to go to a gentleman's club, so basically strip club. All right. I told him that I was feeling uncomfortable by this, and we ended up having an argument over him wanting to go to the strip club. I honestly feel like this is a deal breaker for me, especially as it's something that I'm hugely uncomfortable with, and then he's not willing to change. So basically, she is dating this guy, and they're talking about their plans, what they would want to do for a bachelor's party, and all that kind of stuff if they were going to get married, and he wants to go to a strip club. She's uncomfortable with this. She says, I don't know what to do, and if I'm controlling for stating that I don't want him to go because I don't like it, could you please make a video and share your opinion? She said it has caused many arguments, and so it's no longer a topic of conversation. So, uh, okay, so yeah, would you consider this as a codependent? As I would rather him change than leave the relationship, so forth. So, wow. So, basically, this has become a big thing in their relationship. So, before responding to this video, I decided that it was probably best to see what other people thought. And so I talked to a total of, I think, or it was 7 or 8 women in total, and asked them their opinion and if they would be okay if they're getting married and their fiance decided to go to a strip club. And I also talked to a couple guys about this as well. So look, there are multiple responses to this, so it's not like a yes and a no based on what I got from a lot of people, and then I'll kind of summarize how I feel about it as well. So basically, it comes down to this. A lot of the people that I spoke to thought that, well, is there something behind her asking me this in terms of, had he cheated before, right? Because if someone has cheated in the past and then they want to go to a strip club, all right, I could see how that could be of real concern, that the person's already they've done something in the past and you don't quite trust them. So when they bring up this whole idea of going to the strip club before your marriage, that might be a cause of concern. There was one person that I talked to. One lady said, "Well, why can't she just go with him?" Right? So that's for you, Bonnie. Would you be okay with going to the strip club with him? The other thing is, does he want you to go to the strip club with him for his bachelor's party? And that would be another situation, because I could probably imagine probably her saying, "Well, okay, you can go, but I want to go with you." But what happens if he says that, "Well, I don't want you to come with me because this is kind of like a boys thing." And then I'm guessing a lot of times a guy might say, "Well, why do you need to come? Is it that you don't trust me?" And then you're going to see the flip side of that. Well, you know, why can't I come, right? So it's one of those situations where maybe one of the solutions to this is that if your partner wants to go to a strip club, and this is beyond just whether or not you're getting married to someone or what they want to do for their bachelor's party. So getting even more into the conversation I had with several people, they're saying, well, they're okay going to the strip club with their partner. And one person said, well, the I would select the girls for my boyfriend or whoever to dance with. Like I would select. And okay, some people are comfortable with themselves like that and are comfortable with that. And for some people, that could be a situation where it creates a huge turn on, right? And so some people are okay with seeing their partner being I guess you could say, provocative with someone else, right? And maybe that is the way that they decide to quote unquote spice up their relationship. And but I think you have to be really comfortable with that. You have to be really comfortable to, first of all, being able to go to the strip club and then selecting the person that you want your partner to dance with. I think part of that process also where you select the person that you want your partner to dance with has to do with, maybe there's also a sense of control in there, in terms of that you picked the person, you decided who they were going to dance with, so maybe you feel like you have more control over whatever, just that situation in general. You feel like you have more control over it because you selected the person. Look, this is not for everybody. I think most of all, the consensus that I got from everyone that I spoke to was one, it's either you can go to the strip club with the person. Has the person cheated in the past? If they haven't, and you trust them, and then kind of what's the big deal? Again, this is the consensus I got from talking to a lot of people. And then there are people who are just downright uncomfortable with this, right? There's some people who are just old school, straight up no. Why do you want to go to the strip club for not just your bachelor's party, but for any point in time? Why would you want to go to the strip club at all? And then Bonnie also went on to say that he said he might also go when his friends visit from overseas. So it's not just perhaps for, okay, well, it's my bachelor party, I'm going to the strip club, but my friends or my boys are in town, so they're visiting. So hey, let's hit up the strip club. That's the other occasion that he might actually go to the strip club. So that's a situation for her. I really want to know what you all think. Is it okay for, your partner to go to the strip club? Is that a place where you feel comfortable knowing that that's where your partner is? So, kind of my take on the whole thing now is, and it's a couple different things going on here. One, I also agree that if the person wants to go, could you turn it into a situation to where the both of you could do it together? And maybe it also creates a bonding situation for you. Maybe it also helps to put some excitement in your sex life as well, right? There's someone who says, well, every time so and so goes to the strip club, they come back feeling more. They have more of a sexual appetite, more horny every time they come back from this. Maybe the two of you going to the strip club is not a bad thing, right? Sometimes I think we are so uptight sometimes when it comes to talking about sex and how it can impact our relationships, and not realizing that we're human beings at the end of the day. Now, the other thing is every relationship has to have boundaries, right? You've got to have boundaries. And if your partner is uncomfortable with that and you would like to be with that person, then that's just a boundary line that has been drawn. And perhaps that's just something that you have to be able to respect. Because if, and I'm glad that Bonnie's actually bringing this up, because these are things that cause relationships to break up. Because what if he says, "Well, I want to go to the strip club now, and then I'm gonna go when my friends go," and it's always finding us an opportunity to go another time and another time and another time, and then you're married to the person now, and that causes a serious relationship problem. So look, for not just for Bonnie, but anyone else who's in this situation, if you can't handle that, and you can't handle the fact that you might have a spouse, the person who eventually is going to become your spouse, or just your partner in general, if you can't handle that they might want to go to the strip club from time to time, if that's not something that you all could work out together to where it's maybe something that you use occasionally to kind of spice up your relationship or whatever the case is, or if you're not just downright trusting of the person and knowing that they're going to go and they're going to be respectful to your relationship, then you probably shouldn't get married to each other, because it's just gonna, let's just be honest, if it's a problem now, don't sugarcoat it and try to dress it up and put stuff on it, and then think that it's actually going to turn out to be something that's going to magically just solve itself in the long run. Because based on what I've seen with a lot of people that I've talked to and counseled who've been in relationships, it's going to cause a problem. Because if he wants to go to the strip club, not just for his bachelor's party, but he's going to go when his friends are in town or whenever the case is, that sort of stuff. If you can't stomach it now, then you're certainly not going to be able to deal with it when there is a ring on your finger. You're probably going to feel even more pressure and even more upset because of that, and all the pressures that come with being in a marriage already. So my advice to you is to talk to him and see, is this something that you all could do together, to where he gets to go to the strip club, you get to be comfortable. And if you're looking to try to spice up your relationship or something, maybe you select the girls that you gets to entertain him. Now, this is only if you're into that sort of stuff and you're comfortable with it. Or at least you all get to go together, right? Or if this is something he wants to do and you all can't talk about it now, then you're not going to be able to talk about it after you get married. And then you're going to be in a situation to where you're going to say, well, you know what? Maybe I should never. So, as Maya Angelou says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. This guy wants to go to the strip club. It's something he enjoys doing. If you got a partner that enjoys going to the strip club, and that's something they're doing, and if you all can't come together and decide how you could blend this and use this as an opportunity to probably grow together and spice up your sex life or whatever the case is, because you all go together and you all entertain you all self together or whatever, if that's not something you can come to as grown folks agree on, then don't think that it's going to get better because you get married. It's just going to get worse. And so you've got to decide, is it worth me risking going forward and getting married to somebody who you know once is going to go to the strip club, right? So do you want the wedding day, or do you want to find somebody who is going to probably operate within your boundary lines? Because relationships are about boundaries. And if he's not willing to comply to, or to agree on the boundaries, and y'all can't agree on any boundaries now, don't think you're going to agree on them after you get married. That's just going to be, it's just not going to happen, right? So let me know what you all think about in terms of your partner, allowing your partner to go to a strip club, to go to the gentleman's club, you know, not just when you're married, but just in general, when you're dating. How do you feel about that? How do you handle that? Drop your comments down below and let us know. Again, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to go back and check out some of the other videos. If you're new here, I'm going to try to put out more content. And if you've got a question, or if there's a video that you would like me to make, a topic you want me to discuss, just drop it down below and I will do so. Again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. I know you could be watching anyone else's channel, so I appreciate you stopping by. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Bye.